I'm Vic Myers. Welcome to the Resistance. Is this thing on? Hello? MAGA, can you hear me? Can you hear me, MAGA? Tell you what, why don't you pull your head out of your backside for a minute so that your ears aren't covered so you can hear what I got to say. So before I went down to Texas, I heard plenty of people talk about how Felon 47's immigration proposals are great because they're just rounding up all these millions of criminals that Biden led across the border. These millions of criminals out here raping and pillaging and stuff, right? That's what you've been telling us. And when I went down to Texas A&M with all them young maggots, I heard more of the same, talking face-to-face to people. And they're telling me about how Trump's immigration stuff is great. And Abrego Garcia is a gang member, even though we know it's photoshopped. And all of this stuff about how the Fifth Amendment doesn't apply to people who were immigrants and all this stuff, right? Well, here's my question for you, MAGA. Are you there? Hello? Okay. Here's my question, MAGA. So, if all of these immigrants have been flooding the borders and raping and pillaging, and I even asked somebody, I said, if all those immigrants were coming across here committing all these crimes, don't you think we'd see it? Wouldn't it be obvious? Wouldn't they be everywhere in those numbers? And one guy even had the cojones to say, oh yeah, I've seen it. I've seen the damage, all these immigrants tearing everything up. Oh, he hasn't? But okay, back to the point. My question, MAGA. If all of these immigrants, the millions and millions of them that the top maggots, Steve Miller and Felon 47 and all those other idiots, if all of these immigrants have come across the border in such great numbers and are committing all of this crime, simple question for you. Why isn't ICE focusing on catching those people? Why are they focused on catching these people instead? I mean, look at all these people. We've got a child with cancer, a U.S. citizen with cancer, deported. Remember back when Trump gave his big phony speech and you guys were all clutching your pearls because the Democrats didn't applaud the kid with cancer? Where the hell are you now? He deported a kid to cancer to Honduras, a 4-year-old with a rare form of metastatic cancer to Honduras, where they hardly have any cancer care at all. And you guys are like, oh, that's okay. A U.S. citizen. And then we got this family down there in Oklahoma, U.S. citizens. ICE raids their house, throws them out there in the grass, in the rain, in their underwear, steals all of their belongings. You got guys who are U.S. citizens being locked up, and the guy down in Florida, after the mother showed the judge his birth certificate and his social security card, and ICE still kept him locked up for 2 days, even though the judge said this is nonsense and dismissed the charges. And all these college students, what are they guilty of? They're not in a gang. They haven't been charged or even accused of any crimes, except that they criticized Donald Trump. Just like these people from overseas who were coming here on visas for vacation or to speak at a college, but ICE went through their phone at the airport and found critical comments about Donald Trump. So they locked them up, kept them locked up for a few days. Made them go through all kinds of unnecessary stuff. Strip searches, the whole 9 yards, because they were critical of Donald Trump. So tell me something, MAGA. If the crime amongst these immigrants is so horrible, why is your boy going out and focusing on all these innocent people instead of chasing the criminals? I'll be waiting to hear from you. You can put your head back up your backside now and think about it. Good day.